All right. Okay, people. Sorry, we've been having Zoom. Zoom is a technology. I love technology, but sometimes technology ain't shit. And wait for my business partner to come in. For some reason, when I set this thing up to invite him, it didn't. Zoom just totally fucked up. That's all I can say. It just totally fucked up, and it's just not. You know, it's so. What? Fuck.
Woo.
Not know what's going on. It didn't even have this thing scheduled.
Okay.
That's the problem. I set the thing up to be scheduled last week, Thursday, like I usually do. And when I to open it up to start the thing, it acted like it wasn't even set up. And this thing is hard. It was just like totally wouldn't bring you on. It's just like, oh, fuck.
Like, what you talking about, Willis?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about going to my StreamYard. I don't have all these problems. Well, we probably got on here after almost a half an hour. Sorry, people, that we late because we're live on Facebook right now, and I don't know what was going on. I don't have no clue. But damn, it's not showing on Facebook.
Maybe it will now.
Woo, I don't know what's going on.
Just one of them things.
Well, it is. And I don't know why it's not showing. Well, we're on here, and I don't know why it's not showing people. That's because we got the Facebook guys are fucking us over. And every time we do something, and every damn time.
Now, when I refresh my screen, I see it's live. So,
Do you see us?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it must be on my end because I don't see our image.
Yeah.
See, all right, whatever. Let's, technology is great, but it's America. Y'all need to get your shit together with technology. They need to just think about the GOP and run over them fools, and we passing this bill. We'll give a shit what y'all don't like. That's what they need to do. Stop jacking around. That's what's going on with a lot of stuff in this country. They pussyfooting around with a lot of stuff. And and the whole thing about tonight's show is going to be about, we're in a post COVID situation that we need to recognize as what it is, and we need to recognize it as a different era. I don't like the term new normal. Okay, because there has never been anything normal about anything in the last year. And new normal, no, we are in a new era, and I don't really have a name for it. That's all I can say. Not no new normal, not no whatever. It is it's entering a post pandemic. That's right. What we're entering. Okay, now when I click on it, I see it. I don't know. Okay, now it's showing. Okay, now we showing. Woo! But people, yeah, I get a little emotional about stuff I'm trying to do, and then we got to depend on all this junky ass technology we got in the U.S. of A. Because we don't have the proper infrastructure set up aside for a lot of stuff because we are like 100 years behind, really. I say 100. I know it's a little bit off or a little bit extravagant on what I'm saying, but come on, people.
Mm-hmm.
We are way, we 75 years behind the world when it comes to technology. Really. Okay. What I wanted to talk about was because we needed to understand something. We need to understand that we are in a post-pandemic. It's opening up stuff. I did a little video beforehand about 7 o'clock. And you got to understand something, that, you know, the media is not going to tell the truth. The media is bought and paid for. Just like the politicians, they bought and paid for. They don't want to say, oh, you know, they want to talk about, well, we're not going to, you know, we want people to go back to work because they seem to be lazy and not going to want to go back to work because of the, you know, subsidies of giving money, unemployment, and all that other shit. Unemployment ain't paying for nothing that much. It pays for something. Let's be real. Let's quit playing this game with everybody. Unemployment, yeah, they're making probably more money than who. Tell me something. Would you go back to a job before COVID happened that's only paying you $7 an hour and you getting unemployment and some other benefits that was covering more stuff than your job? Would you go back to it? Would you want to go back to it? Let's keep it real. I mean, really.
I think we all know the answer to that question.
Okay, really. Let's keep it damn fucking real. All right. Why would I go back to a job that wasn't covering my bills in the first damn place? And then you want to say some stupid shit. Well, they don't want to go back. Well, no. First of all, your asses, and I'm directing it at them old owl GOP motherfuckers that wouldn't allow to pass a damn $15 an hour wage hike. See, GOP need to go. I don't know what they need to call it, but the GOP that they got up today, they need to go. They just need to go. They are a waste of hair, teeth, and eyeballs. Okay, just a waste. They're not even regulated to even be there. Or most of them people need to retire. Now, you know, they want to complain about, oh, the infrastructure bill is too damn high. After the Biden cut them, I would say, fuck y'all. Putting back the other $1 billion and we're going by without your ass. From now on, you already said, the owl man said, we're not going to support anything the Biden agenda has. Okay, here's what I'm going to just tell y'all. Fuck y'all, fuck bipartisan, fuck this is what we're going to do. We're not going to ask y'all. That's how you treat them shits, okay? We're not even going to ask you to do nothing. We're doing this. The country wants this and that. You old farts can sit on your ass and bitch about what we ain't doing. We don't give a fuck. That's how you got to roll with people. When somebody tells you they're not going to do something in any relationship, take them as their word. Oh, you're not going to do it. You know, bye. And just like a job. They weren't paying you no more than $7 an hour and they ain't hiked it up to no more than $7 an hour and I'm making more money through unemployment. And you think I'm going to go back to unemployment and take your shit at $7 an hour and probably are at risk because your job don't have the ventilation. We still talking about, oh, only people with complete vaccination can go back to work and not wear a mask. Well, that's the dumbest shit in the world to say to anybody. Media, y'all need to cut that mess too. Y'all need to stop saying that shit. What? How you gonna mandate that? How you gonna regulate that? How you gonna do that? They on the honor system. There ain't no honor in none of that shit. People will do what they need to do and they will cheat. That's nature.
Exactly.
That's the nature. They're not gonna go. And why would you? Just like we keep telling y'all, there are too many opportunities now. The biggest problem in what's going on in our country is that we're in a true different era of how to work, how to live, and how to make money. We've had the technology, people. Now, the biggest disruption we've had in 100 years was COVID. The biggest disruption that's going to ever be, more than 9/11. More than 9/11. 9/11 was one day. It lasted, it disrupted sometimes for a few months, but not like a whole fucking year.
Exactly.
Okay. 9/11 didn't have the biggest effect like this COVID shit does. This COVID shit affected the whole world economy. Now that you know that you, as a person, you already got the experience. Look, you don't have to go commute to a job. You don't. If you're working at home right now, you got the expertise to start your own business. I just read this other article today or sometime this week. Girl that got that $1,200 stimulus check, 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We said this last year, Kent, and one of our Sunset Sundays. Y'all need to take that stimulus check and invest it. What she do? She invested that $1,200, some of it, into a coaching program, and as of date, transferred $1,200 to $1.5 million in her coaching program.
All right.
28 years old, people. She's 28 years old. She took $1,200 and she ain't got to work for nobody no more. That's what you got a hands on, because all you need is internet connection. Most of y'all got the internet connection. I think she's a black chick, black girl. 28 years old.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right. I
America
remember
to go fuck off.
Yep.
Because she got lost a job any damn way. And they ain't gonna, what were they gonna pay her? She was out of a job. She got the stimulus check, took that, invested in some business ventures. She bought some tools and stuff and went to work, went to find out what in the market needed to be done. She did it, turned that $1,200 at 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just in the last 9 to 10 months, people. Ain't like it took her 15 years or some shit like that a lot of y'all been spouting off. She did that within less than a year. Because of where we're at today, because of technology. I'm going to keep saying it till I'm not here no more.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Technology is a saving grace for everybody. We can't compete with Sears. They're dead anyway. We can compete with Macy's. They about dead anyway. We can compete with what's the other ones? Sam's Club. We can compete with all these different big box stores. Why? Because we don't have the expenditures that they have. We can get into places that they don't have a relationship with.
Yes.
Business is about relationships. I don't care if it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever. We're always talking about people and relationships in this business. Well, that's what these people are doing. That's what that 28-year-old chick did. She took $1,200, got a few tools and stuff, went online and on Instagram and started connecting with people, turned her business, got a $1.5 million business. That's the opportunity you have. Stop worrying about the job. Stop worrying about job. We right now, we are in the era where over 100 years ago called the farming era. We're in that era right now. People you know went from the farms to the city. Well, a lot of times now we're going away from the city back to home. I remember what's his name? Not Dexter Yeager. They both did, but you know, he talked about it's going to be
storms.
Don Storms, yeah. He talked about it's going to be more. We're going to go more from home. He was talking about how they got now your refrigerator has internet access on it. You know, all these type of things that are there for you to. You could order groceries. You got groceries going to be delivered. Hell, they just talked about was it Kroger's and drone delivery?
Yep.
This is an era you live in. Stop the GOB bullshit. I want to put some of these damn business companies out of business because they're not paying you nothing. They want you to come to work, sit up there. This is what they really want. They want you to come to work and sit up there 10 to 12 hours with a mask on. That will really turn me up. Do you want to sit up in the area 10 to 12 hours with a mask on with a bunch of people you don't know, you probably don't like, and wear a mask? You know, I got another thing from Aerotech or something about customer service. It's from home, but I don't want to talk to people about. I don't want to do customer service no more. I want to talk to people who I want to talk to people. I don't want to hear their bunch of problems and got a No, I don't have that kind of mindset. I've been there and done that. $13 an hour ain't enough money.
That's it. What? That's it?
$13 an hour, yeah. You think I'm gonna do that even from home for $13 an hour? And then you want me to work, take out my weekends? Fuck y'all. No.
Oh no. Oh.
Fuck y'all. I don't care if I am commuting. Fuck y'all. That's the attitude you gotta have today. You need to tell corporate America they ain't worth the poop that come out their ass. Okay? 13 something an hour. 13 something an hour. Don't even buy 13 something an hour. That's all they want to pay. No.
Especially with the cost of living going up in this town, you know.
Yeah. Too many of us accept so much dogma in their life because they've trained us to be scared of everything. Damn that. I ain't being scared. Y'all ain't that damn bad. I don't care how much money you think you control. Because at the end of the day, my attitude was like, I thought about this today and yesterday. I said about slavery. So what if everybody died? Africa's a big place. So what if everybody that came through the Middle Passage died? Then they would have done the work any damn way. The only reason why they got slaves because they were too fucking lazy to do the work that they didn't want to do. If all of us died, all of our descendants died, they still would have had to do the work. They weren't gonna kill all of y'all. They didn't want to do the work. So you might as well rebel and burn down all them down and die anyway and take them some bitch with you. See, and there was I posted this article on my wall talking about how European people came to Africa and they observed the Africans and said, look, these people have their own language, their own systems, they're rich, they're disciplined and all that. He said the only way we could take them over if we could break the backbone of their culture and their spiritual beliefs. You know, they said, the article started off saying they said white people were corrupt. Well, no. You cannot be corrupted. You don't let just somebody walk into there. You must have a flaw in your belief system for you to let a group of white strangers, I don't give a fuck how different they are. That's when you shouldn't have chased them, trust them. To come in there and tell you, oh, you should believe in our Christian beliefs. Tell them motherfuckers to fuck off. That's what you should have done. The Japanese did. The Chinese did. Okay? That's what we need to take heed for. Let's don't get it twisted, people. We got to take responsibility for anything that happens when we don't do.
Sure.
And that's what happened. It's not that the white people were corrupt. We must have been corruptible. You can't be corrupted unless you are corruptible.
Hey, and there's an axiom, and I believe this to my heart. You know, we to almost to a fault that Black folks are the most trusting and the most forgiving folk on the planet. And that's
some of them I ain't.
But you
I
know,
ain't never been. I'm gonna let you know I ain't.
Yeah,
Fuck on me one time.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, some of us are the most forgiving, most trusting. I'm like, but that's how this whole house of cards happen in the first place.
I know.
Something like, as you stated, something in the belief system caused whatever, because yeah, we know through history that slavery, it was not a new institution when the white folks came, but it was something. It was something on how they mastered it. Not only just to have have it not an indentured servitude when they brought it here to the American colonies, but also to have it where this person will be under your ownership for life. That wasn't done in the old countries, as they say. It was for a period of time, or if they were a prisoner of war, something like that. Once that war ended or whatever, the debt was paid off, their internment ended. When it got over here, did not obviously that did not happen.
Well, I'm like this. Ain't no way in the hell it's like you don't let nobody come in your yard and try to tell you what to do, or your house, or anywhere.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Used to have a path back here from the school, run back here. Used to have my dog, cats would come out here and try to, do something. I said, Prince, go get him. And I said, Prince, show your teeth. He go, ah, ah, ah. That's right. Even the Shaolin were peaceful people. But when the Manchus came down and started burning down Shaolin temples, they said, fuck this. They started dicing the damn Manchu. I don't know where it's going to get to. And it's not just, black people got to understand that was just one segment of blacks in West Africa that were so docile.
Yeah.
Because there are some other places, white folks would have got buried.
Oh, it wouldn't have been with the Zulus.
They know they didn't go fuck with them.
Right.
You see, that's the problem. See, I think most of China was nothing but you had Southern China, Northern China. You had the daimyos of Japan, the samurai. All samurai ruled Japan. Nobody, no foreigner, no white man, no nothing was gonna come in Japan talking about, well, you gotta believe in our Jesus. They'd have cut your head off and put it on a stake and send it back to your king and queen. Okay, that's what they would have done. And if that's what we gotta be like to not be abused, because you go to the playground, you go to the job, there's always got to be one son of a bitch that got to be the bully. Got to prove how bad he is. Got to be the one to, he's got to think, oh, I'm the badass, I'm this. Well, that's why I got suspended, because I showed that 8th grade, I showed it, no, you ain't that bad. And from what I don't remember, Mike, you was over here when I spent a year I didn't get suspended for that now. In fact, there were teachers in there, they didn't do shit. Okay, so I don't know. I
guess they said that kid gonna learn today.
Yeah, they said, I got better things to do than get kicked in the grill and knocked the fuck out, because I guess I knocked that cat out. He was out cold. So there's an attitude that you gotta have. We live in a world that's troublesome, and if they use Christianity to manipulate and break cultural beliefs, spiritual beliefs, then in that aspect, that's their problem. That's their fault. But we all don't come from that. Let's don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
That line of black slaves got diluted when it went through the Caribbean. Here's how I know this. Look at everybody. At one time, we and my mother were talking about this. We were called colored. Well, first we were called Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Then we were called colored because that more fits who we are anyway. There ain't no country called black. There is no language called black. So until we start understanding all that shit,
right,
we're gonna always struggle with a lot of different things because we get caught in what other ethnic groups have. We can't go back. I mean, we can and we can't. And I'm thinking about the story with Bruce Lee when he struggled in America for 10 years trying to break into Hollywood. And he just said, fuck it, he went back to Hong Kong. That's how he got known. That was when I put the article about how he used attraction marketing to get the eye of Hollywood that they didn't see when he was here. It's amazing how this is what people gotta understand. All relationships. This is why you got to know your worth in the marketplace, people, especially post-COVID. You got to present yourself as, I don't need corporate America, and you really don't. You got to put it as they need you. See, I don't chase nobody online about business, relationships, women, people that friend me. I don't go friending people. Okay. You know, I hear people, I can't remember the last time I friended anybody, purposely going to friend somebody. I don't do that. I don't chase people. I don't chase people about nothing. Okay. The more that you chase people, the less power that you have, the more of your power you're giving away to people. You understand that, folks? I mean, what's your thoughts about that, Ken? Let me turn on some lights.
Yeah. It's you know, it's one of those things where, you know, of course, when I started out on Facebook, you know, your old high school friends or your family, you know, but that's something different. But as far as the overall marketplace, I didn't seek to, because one, I didn't seek anybody outside of that dynamic, because one, I didn't know you. Two, with all the catfish things going on, and who hasn't been catfished, you know?
Oh yeah,
yeah, exactly, and that's another reason I'm.
What do you do? Freeze up? Lord have mercy. Ah.
Who
you frozen?
Who you're trying to be friends with on, you know, not just obviously not just Facebook, but on any social media platform.
Yeah, I know. It's not really worth all that. People, we got too many people that think that you gotta, you know, they get caught up in that how many likes and stuff they got on their Instagram and old shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, and they don't mean nothing. I'm a question. If you got 100,000 people or 10,000, how much money you making from them people? People, we got too many people that.
No, you must be getting feedback.
Yeah, and they don't mean nothing. I'm a question. If 2,000 people or 10,000, how much money you making from them people? I don't know why I'm getting a feedback. I know what's going on. Oh, I know why. Let me. I don't know why let me do something here. No, I don't want this. What is going on here? I know what's going on. Oh, I know why. I don't know why I'm doing something here. There's two things open here, and I'm not sure why.
You got one on your a recording on your computer, another recording on your computer, perhaps?
No, I didn't. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Got one on your.
Okay, let me go. I'm open up on.
Another recording on your computer, perhaps?
No, it's on the. It's because I'm on. I had Facebook thing open on the page, and I guess it was echoing through there. That's what was going on.
Okay. For
some reason, I hit that. I don't know. Okay, then we've been fucking all this up today, but I'm gonna edit it. It's just it is what it is. But like I said, who was we talking about? we a whole lot of different things. Chasing
you got it now.
business and stuff is a waste of time. You know, this is why I always talk about how, and when I asked this question in the MLSP site or page on Facebook, I said, why do you guys talk about attraction marketing, but yet y'all in the same breath you talk about prospecting? They're not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're going to promote attraction marketing, you need to leave that prospecting bullshit out of the whole quotient, because really you're serving two masters and stuff. Do you want to teach people how to attract people, or you want to teach people how to chase motherfuckers all over the damn internet like you did before COVID? I personally don't want to do that. And I know there's a whole lot of people that don't want to do it.
Same
here.
here.
I say that to you directly. I'm gonna say it for them. Nobody wants to chase people on the internet, or they don't want to chase. They really don't want to chase people around, and you probably still can't do that. Everything's not fully open. But I'd be damned if I'm gonna chase everybody on the internet to talk to them about my business. That's not networking. That's being a pest. Okay, that's all that is being a pest. Network is about building relationships. And that's why it's called network marketing. It's not called prospect marketing. It's not even called prospect networking, because prospecting has nothing to do with any of that. Prospecting is just like the gold diggers digging a hole in the ground and the gold rush. Is that what y'all want to do? I don't, because that takes up too much of your time. And right now, that's what we're talking about, buying back your time so you have a lifestyle to do what the hell you want, when you want, and how you want, and bust that alarm clock. That's what we're talking about. And right now, you have the opportunity, like I mentioned before, that 28-year-old girl who made 1.5 turned $1,200 into 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that 12 months ago. About you need to take that money and invest it. Right there, a 28-year-old female who lost her job because of COVID. She said, fuck it, I'm not going back to work for nobody. She said, I'm gonna start a coaching business. She started a coaching business. Hey, you know what? All you need to do, some people think that, some coaching businesses are kind of outrageous in price and don't deliver what you need. And everybody now, that's the thing. Everybody want to be a coach. Well, I don't want to be a coach. I don't need to be a coach.
No, I don't think so either.
I speak from the heart about certain things for people. You don't need a coach for that. Coach is going to tell you what you. Coach is like a football coach or something like that. The term coach is more connected with, I think, with sports like baseball, basketball, all that much. That's not what I'm doing. I didn't even when I taught martial arts, I didn't say I was a martial arts coach. No. words do mean something. We get a lot of people are talking about meditative and creating your own reality and all that old mess. But yet we turn around and say some jacked up shit like that. And then we use terms like prospecting and marketing. No, they got nothing to do with each other. If you're going to market, learn to market. Because people will get pissed off at you. We're going into summer. Are you going to be that person that comes to the cookout and everybody run away from? Okay. You know what I mean? Network marketing.
Yeah. Oh Lord, here you go. Here you go, y'all.
You gonna be that pest. Everybody gonna be, oh, here comes that son bitch. He gonna come by and talk about that damn business. Everybody gonna scatter. And they may not even invite your ass to it because they know that's what you're gonna do.
That's what you're gonna end up talking about. Yeah.
You're gonna talk about. Do you want to be that person, folks? I'm talking about even you affiliate marketing people. You gonna be that pest? They're gonna call you pest marketer. The bug.
The roast that won't go away.
Yeah. They're gonna start putting out them centinela candles when you come around. Shoo, bud, shoo. The hell out of my way. You're gonna be that person. That's why you gotta learn to market. Because prospecting ain't nothing but being run around. No matter if you're doing it online or out, you still gotta actively do that. Why would you put that much time doing that stuff? Why would you even actively do that unless somebody wants more information? The only time you really should be connected with somebody want more information. And if the only time you're going to connect, if you understand there's a difference between networking. You go into a site or group and you talk, but you talk in the site based off of what's being said in the thread. Don't be busting in there with, well, I got this vitamin that can do flip-flops and make your daggone butt,
right.
Or some old bullshit
people,
like that.
And people do it all the time.
There's some people
might be talking about sports or news of the day. Well, I have these vitamins I'm like, where did this come from?
Yeah, that's what I know. That's what gives everybody a bad connotation in this business, because
exactly
they mess up doing that, and they wonder why they're not, and they wonder why they get blocked or they get people say they spamming and they get mad.
That's called spamming, folks. That's called spamming.
It's called being a pain in the ass.
Well, that too.
Really, that's what I was calling you, a pain in the ass. Nobody wants. You see it all the time. You used to see these people trying to sell you these bootleg movies. Movie type things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're in every damn group or whatever. Some talk's going on and they interrupt with some old bullshit. What the fuck is this? That's the kind of guy you want to be. Oh God. Because some other guy told you that's what you gotta do. Granted, back in the day when you didn't have leverage, yeah, you had to do certain things like that. Somewhat.
Yep.
You don't have to do this shit no more. I wouldn't even talk about teaching. I wouldn't care. Look, I wouldn't care if I'm stepping on so-called gurus' toes. Yeah, I'm gonna step on your toes if I gotta break them. Because it's a waste of people's time. People, with all this stuff that's going on, people don't want to have to go back into that mess no more. Hold on one moment.
Yeah. As Greg's doing what he needs to do. And folks, when we're talking, we're not talking outside of our neck. We're talking because we learn these things the hard, some of the easy way, some of it the hard way. Okay, but we learn. So to avoid any of those pitfalls that Greg and I just talked about, hey, you don't want to chase. You want to leverage yourself in the position that people are coming after you. whether it's to join your business opportunity or whether it's to buy a product. You want them to be asking the questions, well, how can I get in contact with you? Can I DM you or direct message you? Or if you're real close with that particular person, hey, can I have your phone number, or can I have your email so we can talk about this further?
Yeah, that's what Kid said. You don't just directly slam them. That's like if you're dating somebody and you the first time you go out with, you ask them, we need to get married, or you just jumping the gun with every damn thing. You don't even know this person. And that's too much how you guys approach this business, with this attitude that, okay, I got this business, I got this wrinkle cream or collagen thing. How many of those things that are out there that people got? A lot of them.
Yep.
And no, not all of them you can buy. I hear this too in some of the guru groups. Well, you shouldn't say that because they can buy it on Amazon. Well, no, they can't. Some of the stuff you can't but just buy on Amazon, because especially our stuff, you cannot buy our stuff just on Amazon. For one, it may not be the real thing. Two, it may be an outdated product that it's not as quality. Go the hell on, okay? And you can't just jump into somebody's group in the network marketing thing. You can't just go to the company. They will direct you to the nearest person where you live at to do that. If there have to be a certain level, whatever. I got a problem with that too. But there's a lot of things I hear people in these groups talk about. Well, but that's based off of their experience, and that's not the truth with every company. You just can't jump in there and say, I want to join your company like that, because it don't work like that. Especially you can't go to the main office of that company and do that. They look at you, no, well, you can't do that shit. We don't operate that way. At least ours don't. Okay. So I want to squash that myth too on that. And this is being streamed over in that platform also, so they're gonna hear this.
Oh yeah.
So, you can't you can't do that. There's certain things you can't do, and you got to watch where you doing business with, because they got their rules and regulations, or whatever you want to call it. That's the thing about sometimes in network marketing. I always want to talk about this is your business, but yet they treat you like an employee. How's that work? How's that working for y'all? You've heard about these people. You say you belong to a network marketing company, but on the other hand, they got these things. They treat you like an employee. You can't tell me that I got my own business, but then on the other tip, you treat and say shit like I'm an employee. That fucking shit ain't gonna work with me. I'll just tell you it ain't gonna work with me. Now, one thing you gotta understand about all this stuff, that you can't get fired from, because you don't work for them. All the thing they can do is crush or separate or sever the business relationship. That's like any business. I don't understand how okay, you get these board of directors, and these people just leave their own business because they got board of directors. Give a fuck how much money you make. See, I guess my New Jersey upbringing has just come from to the whole thing. Y'all want, you're not gonna just come in there. And now that's why I said, you can't offer me a no amount of money for nothing. This is why I always wonder about some of these platforms. Why you see them? They start out good with good intentions about something, and then you see, okay, then they're starting to sound like the shit that you're trying to get away from. Why? Right. I buy them off.
What was that? Oh, and it was it was a few years. It was a few years back, because you were on it first, and then you hit me to it. Um, it's coming to. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Black. It was called Black Business Builders, and it,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it seemed like it was a good platform, but then the website owner, what happened? He passed away. Am I right?
Yeah, that's that
Yeah.
one. That's that one with the what was his Maurice? Remember
Yes.
him?
Yes.
Then,
Yes.
then Maurice and Drew got into it. Remember?
Yeah.
They got into a squabble.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
But then, when the website owner passed away, it just,
Yeah, it
I
just
mean,
went.
it was a whole house of cards.
Yeah, it just went to shit. I'm like, well, who's maintaining, who's operating this shit?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't tell you. That's the thing you gotta watch out for. I mean, that's what happens with some of these damn fly-by-night network marketing companies. You guys get caught up in ground opportunity.
For opportunity.
Ground floor opportunity don't mean shit. For
Mm-hmm.
one, it means that's not what it means. Ground floor. It has no credibility. It has no experience. So it could be done in a day. Just because something's new don't mean it's going to be lasting. Now, granted, there's pros and cons, but there's more con against a new thing than it is pro, because most businesses fail within the first 5 years, no matter what business it is. So we need to quit throwing that shit out in the market. Well, ground floor opportunity. Who gives a fuck? There's a ground floor opportunity. So, and your point. I see a lot of these people, network marketers too now, or online marketers. They all every 5 to 6 months, they're promoting some new business. How do you keep up with all that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what it is. When you're into that much different network marketing businesses, it's hard. You can't, none of them are going to run by themselves. Network marketing is not structured that way. You got to have some leadership, especially if you're doing it online, to help build that downline. It's still an upline downline structure. Okay, usually it's built from a 963 business structure, most of it. Okay, how do you keep track on it? You're dealing with people. Okay, first and foremost, you're dealing with people. Why the hell would you want to get all involved with something like that? Business people do this. They find a business that they are good at. This is what millionaires do. Don't give a shit what anybody else says. They find a business. The other commodity they get into is real estate or investment. They do not go into a lot of other businesses like I see a lot of people do. If they do it, they're doing it where they are maybe an investor, but they're not in there trying to build it. I see billions of motherfuckers online trying to build all these different network marketing companies. Why? You got another job now. The money ain't worth it. I don't give a shit what nobody tells you. For me, and I bet for most people and most millionaires, it's lifestyle. You cannot have a lifestyle when you're always trying to build some other opportunity. It ain't yours. The network marketing thing ain't your opportunity, so why you care? The best thing to do is find a business that will feed into 2 other commodities: real estate and investments. That's it. That's what the rich do. The other sub things are in, those type of things. When I see all these people jumping from one opportunity to the next, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I don't do that shit. I'm not chasing. That's almost chasing money right there. You find an opportunity that you can build from, that you're good at, and you build from that, and you ain't got to tell everybody else what you're doing. You ain't got to market all that shit out. Why? You market stuff that's been working for you. You market stuff that got you to where you're at, and that's how you teach people to do build success from that. But to get people into all these other things, that to me that's an instability, and you wonder why. What's going on with these folks?
Well, and you're overextending you're overextending yourself.
Just like, hey, when you're dealing with software and all these other stuff, they break down, they get glitches. I don't want to set my system so overbearing with different things that it breaks down. Money begets money, but money begets money from a solid foundation. That's not a solid foundation when you got shit here, shit there, this here, this there. To me, it makes you look unstable online. Your whole branding part of you is about this. Every time you turn around, just a couple of people are promoting some other fucking crazy opportunity. Why? Half of them things don't last. You know, some people get in their shit, they're trying to grab all the money they can. Don't get caught up in all that shit like that, because all that they'll do is start burning you out. Every time you turn around, they're promoting this or they're putting on like, dude, y'all need to slow y'all's road. Millionaires don't do that. Warren Buffett is an investor. That's what you know him for. I bet he got other stuff he go on, but Warren Buffett, if you know who he is, he's an investor. He don't try to promote to you every other thing like that online. He may talk about certain things, but his main thing is an investor. That's what he's known for. That's what people come to him for. They don't go to him because he's into this and this and that. His whole business structure is in investments, commodities. There is investments, which there's different commodities in it. But you got damn people, I see them people right now, people we both know from MLSP, they in there every damn thing every 2 to 6 months. I mean, goddamn. What the fuck? That's not what millionaires and billionaires do. Okay? Money's great, but if you don't have a lifestyle, you always gotta look for the next opportunity. If you got, it must be that you're not making whatever you are doing in what you're doing. You have to have a solid business that kicks out, that pays for your toys, all those kind of things. That's what millionaire people do. They don't go through all these little run-of-the-mill dinky-dink thing because it's a startup. Fuck a startup. Startups don't have any credibility most of the time. That's why they call them a startup. You know, I want to go into something that's has some foundation and solid. Too many people are too busy grabbing a new candy cane. You know, they're always talking about new ones, and these ain't new people in this business. Right. There's a lot of them that's doing it. They've been in there a while, and they should know better. But when you got a following that shows all that stuff, you're like, okay, what's going on? And you wonder, you know, what's going on. You know, a lot of people that we got into MLSP. Hey, even with Amway, remember we talked about the group that was Scott and MJ Michael. Where did they go to Witness Protection Program? They were at Christmas. They were fucking gone. What still trying to find? I mean, really, they look like they were here right before Christmas, the first of the year.
Yeah, and that's been what, about 10 years now? Yeah,
it's been a while now. All them people that were Scott and MJs, what happened to them?
Like somebody called the drop squad on them or something.
They's in the wind. Hey, there's some people There's some people that you see now down MLS, that were in MLSP. They disappeared like that too.
Yeah.
They were the flavor of the month.
Yeah.
It's like Hollywood. Every year or every so often you get the flavor of the month.
Mm-hmm.
They work them for a bit till they can find another flavor of the month.
Oh yeah.
I never was into all that shit. You know, do your business. I don't need all that notoriety like that. Just pay me. Fuck that. Really. Let me just make the money. I don't give a fuck about being famous. Because famous, all famous is another, you know, they say money brings some other new problems. Well, so
yeah.
fame.
Yeah.
And fame and money brings a whole lot of problems.
Yeah. Yeah, Diddy had a song, you know, a few years back called "More Money, More Problems."
Right.
Yep.
More money, more problems. More fame, lot more problems. You know, I'm not into that shit. You know, people put that public figure or this and that. I'm just somebody work business from home, do what the fuck I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and get up when I want to. And I ain't bothering nobody. That's all I care about. I ain't care about being no damn YouTube influencer or some shit like that. You know, I hear people talk about, yeah, I like to help certain people that want to listen, but I ain't trying to be, you know, you get people who chase this fame shit. Look, I worked in Hollywood or Hollyweird. Shit don't impress me. I can tell you some shit out there, y'all be woo. There's some people I can tell you right now that slamming there for a $3 bill out there. It ain't all that, you know. If y'all get caught, if people get caught up in that mess.
Well, Mike, I saw an interview. I don't know if it was earlier today or sometime during the week. Michael Douglas was talking about his friends and his friends and family. You know, all the fame and fortune. He said, and you know, his dad was Kirk Douglas.
Right.
He said until he was 16, 17, they lived in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City. He said he had no idea about what his friends were talking about, you know, all the Hollywood glitz and glamour, because he said he didn't grow up in that.
Right, you know. And people get caught up in that glitz and stuff. That's why you got all these people, these youngs that got no business being on there committing suicide over some shit because they don't have this amount. How the hell you gonna let somebody that you ain't never met, you on this damn social media shit, make you commit suicide? But that ain't social media problem. That's man's inadequacies of not being able to deal and tell people to go fuck off. See, we always want to blame the tool, the instrument, when the biggest problem, the tool and the instrument only work and react on how we work it and react with it.
Yeah.
It ain't the tool. Just like I hear people talking about, well, before social media, we didn't have all these problems. Yes, we did. It was called the phone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Women will be on the phone. I remember my cousins be on the phone 2 or 3 hours. My aunt Colette said, you motherfuckers don't get off the damn phone. Quit being on the hog off the phone. Yeah, women, yo. Back in them days, the 70s. Come on. And you now you got the cell phone. Okay. It's just that you got more tools and stuff to communicate with people and say stupid shit, but ain't nothing changed. It's just more tools. You know, that's like that movie that Mark Harbert tipped us to when I interviewed him back in November or whatever it was. Social Dilemma. Well, Social Dilemma's been around way before the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, internet just gave leverage. We're always talking about leverage in this business, and that's what the internet has given everybody and anybody that chooses to use it leverage. Be it good or bad. It's like anything. A gun can be a good tool or a bad tool, depending on who's using it. Exactly. A knife, whatever, a car, whatever it is. The tool only reacts to the person who's working it. If the person who's working is bad and fucked up, yeah, that's what makes it bad tool. But you can't blame the inanimate object alone because they had to work. It's only reacting because of the fool who's doing it. So it's the people that you gotta put rules and regulations and mandate on it. So we go back to this damn thing about fully vaccinated fools, and you can't determine who that is, but you spout it out. Well, fully vaccinated people don't have to wear masks. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? How you determine it? Okay? We got labels for everything. Hell, we got labels for different levels in MLSP, L1, L2, L3, 4, L5, depending on, you know, what you make. So, you know, Emerald, you got direct, emerald, diamond, and all that other shit, whatever. But we can't determine who the hell is going to be vaccinated fully and who ain't. But we're going to drop the mandates of all this shit to say, and then still say that where you know some bitch, if you ain't got no card or something to tell us that you are vaccinated, and then you're going to have these people. And this is what gets on my nerves. Always get on my nerves. I hear GOP motherfuckers say this all the time. Well, I have a right to my freedom. Not if your freedom affects me and my family health-wise. Fuck your freedom. Really. Yes, I said it again. Let me say this again. Okay? You have no rights when that freedom, your freedom affects other people around you. Stop being selfish. This is why people don't understand about this vaccination, this COVID thing, is because they think it's only about their ass. That's what the selfishness is about with all this shit. Having to have $1 million lotto to get more people back vaccinated is fucking stupid. Really. All right. Majority of them people ain't gonna win shit. And they still ain't gonna get vaccinated. If you got I'm about like what the dictator Duarte in the Philippines. I don't know what he's doing now, but the beginning of this shit, he was not playing with folks. He told them people, if you out past curfew, I'm filling your ass for some hot lead. That was it. They were shooting you on sight. They were throwing your dead carcass in a pile and letting that bitch on fire. That's what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's how they kind of control a lot of the spread there. But they weren't playing with people with that shit. People just playing around thinking this shit was some fun and game and bullshit. Nah, fuck that. Boof. Stop all that. They said stop. You know. Because people will do that shit. See, a lot of people won't talk that frank about shit like I do because they're too busy trying to make everybody like them. I'm not here for that. I'm here to be real frank, and you know, and the ones that do get me and understand where I'm coming from about all this, we cool that way. That's fine. Fuck the rest of y'all that ain't. Really. And we got to understand that when I get back to what I'm saying is we have to understand there's too much out here that y'all ain't got to play that traditional game because the media says, well, or these politicians say, oh, you got to go back to work. No, the fuck I don't. If your kid wasn't learning in school before the COVID hit and before he went remotely, what makes you think his ass gonna learn any better now? Okay? Remote, in-school learning or remote learning ain't gonna change the stuff. If he had problems when he was in school, he gonna have problems going back to it. But wouldn't send my child, if I had one, to a situation that didn't make the environment more healthy by redoing the ventilations and all that other shit. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't give a fuck what they said. Fuck them, really. That's what I would do. You know, and you got these people who can't afford that, go back to work and then have childcare at the same time because they ain't giving them enough money to do both. So you want to mandate they'll go back to school or go back to the job when they can't afford to have childcare. You can't play. It don't work that way. You didn't gave them a taste of what it's like to be able to work from home. If they smart, they tell corporate America to kiss their ass. Really. You got to taste, people. We've been doing it. I've been doing it for 10 years or more. You don't have to do that. The game, this is the new economy. We are truly, more than any time, this is the biggest disruption that's ever probably going to happen. Well, was this damn health crisis. Economic is fine, but this disruption hit every point, every level that you could think of in business, lifestyle, everywhere that how we live, the virus hit. And it's changed everything on how we think. Well, it's even made me more change about certain things. But a lot of people got a taste of this. Once you get a taste of something, ain't nobody really want to go back to that damn, ain't nobody want to go traveling like it's dark now in the fall, and then come home like it's dark now. Nobody want to do that shit. Nobody want to commute like that. I wouldn't tell y'all go fuck off. People got a taste of this now. Ain't nobody trying to get up in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, scraping their windows, trying to go heat up that damn car. Like that. You know, I don't know, people. The opportunities are there, like I just said. The opportunities are there, like I just mentioned earlier. 28-year-old, 1.5, $400 investment. 1.5, people. 28 years old, 1.5, coaching business. That's what she did. We're going to hear stories like that come out in the near future. Just like when the internet and social media and all this shit came out, and the cell phone, there was another 20, 21-year-old built a business just with his cell phone, which was almost a $2 million business. Stop with this bullshit that you got to go to a job. Don't let nobody tell you that you got to go to a job. Them clowns in corporate America ain't paying you shit. You know it, I know it, and you need to say it, and you need to realize it. You need to understand that you got the power to change your life and anybody else's around you that understands. Okay? With that being said, I know we started late. It is 20 till 10. You got any other thoughts, criticisms, slap in the face type things you want to say?
Well, basically, as you said, as we're going into this post-COVID era, supposedly, you know, I think we still have a bit of a ways to go yet, but the corner has been turned now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I would say this, as Greg said, you all, one thing COVID exposed us to is that you've all had the power to do what you want as far as generating your income. And truly, even before COVID, I would say as far as the late 90s, we really had the power to do what we wanted to do to generate a secondary income, or maybe replace your permanent income. But COVID has just laid it to bear. If you don't want to, I mean, who wants to, as Greg would say, who wants to go to a job that's going to pay you $7.50 an hour, or let alone $13 an hour? I mean, guys, it's we have the cookie. It's right there. All we're asking you to do is meet us halfway so we can help you learn some skill sets to get your business to the next level. And all you have to do is meet us halfway. Just DM us, or reach. We're on our various platforms. Greg and I will keep on saying this. We have the cookie, and you have the power to change that if you want to make that change.
Yeah, and I put a link in here to tell people to register through the Zoom back office, because I had a download gift for you. Now, if y'all didn't do that, that's free. You get free shit. People talking about they like free shit, but they don't want to do the things they need to do to get the free gift. We had a damn PDF report on 5 ways to make money from home from business as a report. Then my book on the 5 keys to success, knowing the difference between prospecting and marketing in today's market. Those are 2 downloads free you could have gotten today, but you're only going to get it when you go into the link to get it in that back office. I'm not putting it on Facebook if you want that information. And like I said, I'm controlling this shit right here. I'm not gonna put it on there for you to, and then you just leave. You got to go and get it through the back office right there. Are you worried about getting on somebody's list? Well, you know what? You can always get off somebody's list.
Unsubscribe.
Stop worrying about if you follow on any way, or have been following us on any type of way, and you've been liking what we said, then you must enjoy what we've been telling you. If you don't want to be on there, you ain't got to be on there, and you still got the information. We're sharing the information to folks. Okay, this is not about always trying to get you into somebody's opportunity. Most people don't give a fuck about whether you join an opportunity or not.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, that's not what they're doing it for. That's just another commodity that's out there. And if you want it, like I said, it's about it wasn't on. Okay. That link was on another video. It's on my Facebook page. Okay. The registration was. Okay. And every time you want to, on Sunset Sundays, if you want to get those download PDF stuff, it's through the registration page of the Sunset Sundays. That's the only way you're going to get it. I'm not putting it on Facebook. Okay. I'm just going to tell you straight up. It's a gift for you. It's my appreciation for you joining in on our back, because hey, Facebook kind of fucks up sometime, and you may not be able to get on Facebook. May not be able to share. If we stop sharing it on Facebook, what would you do? Okay. But to get the gifts that I promise you and stuff, you're going to have to go in the back office and register. I'm not putting it on Facebook. That's just it. Okay. And it's all about we're in a different plane of an economy today that's going to affect us for years. Be it good or bad, is all going to determine how we react to it and what we do with what we got. Because the internet's been around for more than the 90s. The internet was a military used tool that in the late 90s was just brought out to the public to use. Just like I told you, if it weren't for the internet and all the social media that they built stuff on that made it more a new distribution line, there's nowhere in the hell would I have stayed in network marketing chasing motherfuckers about no business. I don't chase people. I don't care about you that damn much to chase you about it. Chasing people is the worst thing you can do. And people, I know some people, well, prospecting is not about chasing. What are you doing? Every time you gotta go meet somebody or set up some damn meeting, biggest problem is you ain't never had the no shows. I know I've told this story million, 15 billion times about a friend of mine, Rudy Smith, going to 10 hours to Atlanta to a no show. Oh, there's no way. See, I'll be in jail. Because I hunt that food down and knock his dick in the dirt. I knock him out. No, you're not going to tell me to come 10 hours one way and then not show up. We're going to have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're going to have a real problem. But that was in the day.
That was
in the day when we had no leverage. Okay, I agree. There are people that built. I wouldn't have been that person to build it. I'm not that much of a people person to chase you around for nothing. Not even when it came to girls, women. I'm not chasing you around. If I can't attract you, I don't want you. Plain and simple. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm unapologetic about all that stuff. If I can't attract you, I want to attract the right one. We used to have a guy. I never can remember his name. They had the system called a QI. And when this worked very well, it's before the internet. Well, kind of before the internet, in between all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They made sure that everybody that came to see their marketing plan was on the same page. They didn't want nobody in there that didn't know what was getting ready to happen and go on. That's why they didn't have a lot of dumb questions being said. They pre-qualified you to come. That's why when you're doing stuff in business, you got to pre-qualify them. You got to pre-qualify them for every damn thing. They do it in corporate America all the damn time. What do you think the interview is? What do you think that 6 months or 3 to 6 month probation segment is? They pre-qualifying your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think there's a difference. It's just you ain't an employee. We're not employees. We're not your employer. We're pre-qualifying you before we even start sitting down with you. Because why waste my time with you about any damn thing? Any relationship. Hey, dating. When you go to dinner with a chick or somewhere, you pre-qualifying her to make sure that you want to see her ass again. That's why you go out to dinner and shit. Because if she's a scrub or you a scrub or whatever, you could end that shit and gotta see each other no damn more. Ain't no different, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same damn scenario. Y'all people want to play that role and think it's something different in there because of what you've been taught or what people have said something is. No, it's the same pre-qualification in all this stuff, folks. It's the same thing, different products, different commodity, different whatever. With that being said, next week, we're into the unofficial start of summer next weekend. That means we're going to start about 45 minutes later, 8:45 next week, all through the summer.
What you mean it was the summer this week?
Okay, the weather was, but we're going to be closer to
the weather was. It still is.
Well, yeah. Okay, well, it is. But, usually at Memorial Day weekend, I change the time because we're closer to the sunset. And by that time, we're setting now about 8:45, 8:47. By next week, it's going to be real close to about 9 o'clock. So that's why next week, sunset Sunday be 8:45. Okay.
8:45. I'll remember that.
You'll see it posted out here on Facebook, Instagram, whatever the hell you follow me on. So, with that being said, I hope you got value. Sorry we started out late. I don't know. the Zoom bugs or Zoom, whatever, they just didn't do nothing. You know, this Zoom schedules you stuff out for like almost 4 or 5 months. I think this, I don't know why it just didn't show up. I set this thing to be scheduled out or set out to send kid the invite. For some reason, it didn't do shit. It just but like so many technologies, I still rather have the technology than chase you fools all over the damn creation to talk to you about business. Doing that shit. Nope. Anytime I'm even online, I don't chase you online. I'll get into a talk with somebody on a thread, but I ain't chasing you about no business. Even in a network marketing, you can go to a network marketing group and see what they're talking about. And a lot of them are kind of fucked up in a way. I mean, if you've been around us about leverage, you could talk about, well, why would you do that when you can do this? That's just a suggestion. They can take it or leave it. I don't give a shit. But that's the kind of network I'm talking about. You get into a conversation. Make sure the conversation, though, is congruent with what's going on in thread. Don't get in there like all these other things trying to sell some Snicker bars or some shit like that. Some stupid shit. Because you get a lot of these dumb trying to sell you some movie things. They got shit to do with what's going on in the thread.
Yep.
Okay?
Exactly.
You get that. Those are some desperate people trying to sell you whatever. Ain't got shit to do with what's going on in the thread. That all you do is piss some people off. I see it all the time. All the damn time. I mean, and hell, I belong to some martial arts threads, and they talking about other shit. I get into a lot of discussions about these young guys that weren't that and itching their daddy's pants about Bruce Lee. I don't know nothing about Bruce Lee. Shut the fuck up about it. Really, a lot of them. So with that being said, this is Sunday night. People, don't drop dead at your office or at your desk because you stressed out because of this JOB thing you got. Because they'll put your obituary in the paper before they got your job. Or actually, they put your job in the paper before they got your obituary. That's truth.
Fact.
Who wants to be timed on how long you in the bathroom? When I heard that a few years ago, I said, you got to be shitting me. You got to be shitting me. Yeah, and it will be a lot of shitting too. Get the fuck, I mean, really. If you gotta take a long shit, you ain't gonna time me about it. I mean, are you serious? Are these corporate entities that fucked up? Gonna time you how long you been in the bathroom?
That's micromanagement extreme.
You know what? That's why I quit working at Alliance Data, because that motherfucker went out. It went up man. Look, I know how to do this shit. I know how to do this shit before you was itching your daddy's pants. No, you might go. Another reason, you ain't gonna micromanage because some old fuck told you to do that shit and you don't know no damn better how to treat nobody. Some of y'all are too young to be in certain positions that you're in. You're just too damn young. You ain't mature enough. You shouldn't be in them. It takes time to get into certain things to know who you are. And that's what it is, to know who you are. But what they want is you to be the cooperative robot, not to know who you are.
Right.
That's what they really want. But you ain't control. I'm unemployable. Because I know I ain't taking that shit. I know who I am and unapologetic about it. They don't want that shit. With that being said, this is Greg Smith, Kent Robertson. Where the hell this damn thing is going? You start doing this shit, you don't know where you're pointing at. That's why I go like this. No, that's going out back. Hands go. Okay, that way. Or this way. All right. People, we'll see you next week. Have a great week. You got 3-day weekend. Week will be gone before you know it. Y'all working for that weekend. Our weekends are, well, my weekends are always weekends, even during the week. Peace. Take care. Wear your mask. Stay safe until they can.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay? So what they're talking about is bullshit. I'll tell you right now. All right, people. Take care. We're out.